Hey Tucson, this is Jay Rocky over here at Old Pueblo. I just want to talk to you guys about this limited production, mid-year release, performance-inspired motorcycle by Harley-Davidson. This thing is wild. This is the first time any of you guys will see this thing. It's crazy. I don't know what else to say about it. I mean, it represents 100 years of racing heritage. It's Harley-Davidson all the way. This is just going to shock the competition. I am just super pumped to bring this thing to you guys. I'm actually shaking. I mean, this is cool. I mean, we're going to unveil a motorcycle today that is just absolutely mind-blowing. This is going to put the industry on its ear, to say the least. In my 20 years, I've never seen anything like this. This bike is shocking. So, without any further ado, I'd like to present the biggest thing Harley-Davidson has ever released. Okay guys, this motorcycle has inverted forks, dual discs, 4-piston calipers, upswept 2-into-2 pipes, sport-inspired handlebars. It has a rear set of controls, which is this kind of flat track thing. You've got the controls in the back here for a lot better handling. It has nitrogen reservoir rear shocks. They're 14 inches tall. I mean, look at the stance on this thing. It's crazy. It has 2 oil pumps in the cam cover to facilitate the oil cooling. The oil comes up into the cylinder heads, goes around the exhaust valves, and comes back down into the reservoir. It has this flat track inspired boat tail. Really wild. I mean, just take a look at this thing. It just wants like 12 o'clock wheelies. This thing is crazy. I mean, the braking is intense. I've ridden it. It's super fast, super nimble. It has flickability, of course. I mean, this bike is crazy. I mean, I am so proud to introduce it to you guys. It's got, you know, super sticky tires, this really cool instrument cluster. You'd have to see it up close. It's kind of hard to see it from, you know, where I'm at, but if you really get in there, you can see it. I mean, it is crazy. The only thing it doesn't have is a chain. That's for racing bikes only. This has a belt. You know, production bikes for serviceability have belts. But this thing will do endos, it'll do this. It can crank some mean wheelies. It does tabletops. This thing's nuts. I mean, if you guys want to come on down and check it out, I'm always here. Come on down to Old Pueblo and take this thing out. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's a little hard to get used to, but once you get in there, once you get on this thing, you know, you may have to crank the suspension up, you know, for your weight or what have you, but I mean, this can really blow some minds. I mean, Harley's done it again. There it is. I mean, bam, that's it. So, like I say, just come on down and take this thing for a ride. You're gonna love it. It's got a really small price too, for what it is. Gosh, this thing's crazy. And it's not a toy. This bike is not a toy. I mean, this is the real deal here. I mean, man, it's crazy. You know, I could play with this thing all day, you know, but I got work to do, so. But here it is, and it's just crazy. I think this is the only one I've ever seen. You know, this is a huge deal, if you know what I'm saying. God dang.